Hello and welcome to day 8 of Junk Journal July. This theme is Wanderlust. I looked it up like 15 times because I couldn't remember if it was actually Wanderlust or not for whatever reason. So here we are jumping into it. This video is going to be short, slightly short, and so we can pop through quickly with the questions. Are you ready? Okay. What are my planning essentials and or my journaling essentials? For my planner, it's pre-made inserts. I prefer to have everything pre-made. I mean, I pretty much, the funny thing is I'm obsessed with bullet journaling. Like, I don't personally call it bullet journaling per se, but like I end up always going back to it. But I love pre-made inserts. Like, I shouldn't have to think. I should just be able to flip to today, put it in. Like, I don't like taking the time to make the pages or anything. Like, if I do bullet journal, it's not pretty. It is just chicken scratch. So, yeah. But with journals, I like blankish page. Like, junk journaling, I don't like super wild filled pages. Like what you're seeing right now, where it's just those flowers. Like, that's fine. But there's some pages where the designs are so intrinsic and everything. Like, I hate that. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's just not for me. Like this, if you look in the right-hand corner, like that's too busy for me, and it drives me nuts. So, but that's basically the kind of paper I like. For my journal, I prefer to be in a bound book, whether I bound it or I purchased it bound. But for my planner, I prefer to be in rings. I don't bullet journal in planners or in rings, for whatever reason. I will get a bound planner. Stology. I love the Stology brand. They are not cheap. I mean, it's like $18 a book, but I absolutely, and there went my notebook. Obsessed with using it. I loved it so much, and I plan to buy another one, but right now I'm just using my Filofax Malden and with Marissa Bruce something or other's inserts. I love them so much. I had to cut them myself, print and cut them myself, but they're amazing. In my planner, it is minimal decorations. I want a lot of decorations. I love pretty planning, but it's just not for me. I never end up getting into it. But in my journal, it is full-on decorations. It is collage up the wahoo. And there is Winifred to say, hello, I'm here. I'm the most perfect black kitten in the whole wide world. She loves to come and be in the middle of things. I think this is the one moment she walked away. That, or I had to pause the video and walk away while she laid across it. It's usually what happens nowadays. Sorry. Drink a coffee. So the things I want to explore more is difficult bindings. I love, she's knocking things down. Oh, and then she laid down. And I tried to work around her. I can't pick her up and move her. I just can't do it. I revel to be with a cat that wants to be involved in what I'm doing, and it's beautiful. This is when I gave up. So we're back at it without the cat. So difficult bindings. I really, really want to get into different binding techniques and the intrinsicness of it. I just haven't because I don't know what I'm doing, basically. So I haven't done more than like the 5-stitch or the 3-stitch, but I plan to get into it, figure it out. I want to start using model paste in my pages, like the 3D effect, or like on the covers. I really like it on the covers. It's really pretty. Like I said before, digital junk journaling creations. So I'm not going to reiterate that. Well, I might as well. I just want to create things. I want to create printables. I think it's fun. I think it's beautiful. I love using them. So I definitely want to get into making paper. And I have 2 different kits on my Amazon that I would like to buy and compare. One is for kids and one is for adults per se. Like, it's the typical stuff. So like the kids one is a craft set. Like, it comes with like everything in one box. Whereas the adult one is like, here's the things you need, now just go shred your own paper. So, and then I want to get into making charms. My mother went through a phase for a very short while where she bought a bunch of beads and everything. So I have like all these beads and stuff. And then I have a bunch of things from when I did resin to make charms and everything that I never ended up making. So I want to sit down and start getting back into that. It's more of I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll figure it out eventually. Just give me some time. So I decided to make this one a flip out, tip in, I don't know, a flip out. A lot of my stuff was more of ephemera-wise. Well, this one is just going to go straight into my journal as a flip out. And so I added a pocket and some decorations and everything to it. So when you open it, it's like, ooh, ah, pretty, ooh. So, yeah. Oh, you know what I just noticed? So for both my journal and my planners, I prefer to use stickers. I prefer to use magazine pieces. Like my cover image in the front of my planner right now is actually a magazine page from the Magnolia Journal where it says something like pause to breathe or something like that. It's really pretty, which I love the Magnolia journals now that I think about it out loud, because they do. They have like not only beautiful artwork and pictures and stuff inside, but they have like these quotes and everything that are just about peace, and I'm all for it. So I love it. Ephemera. I don't use ephemera enough in my planner, but I want to. It just depends on like, in the past it's usually like I found this thing and I love it, so then I put it in there, and I just haven't found anything that like I want in my planner with me currently. For some reason my watch keeps going off, even though I had nothing. Oh, it wants me to stand up. I don't feel like standing up right now. Thank you very much. This ticket also and this tag were both from somebody else. And I have no idea what they say because they're both in Chinese, I want to say, some other language. But I liked them, and I thought they fit well with traveling and Wanderlust, so I decided to put them together. And I also love to put quotes throughout both my planner and my journal. Actually, like, so the Luminary handbook that I won, every day has on the page, every day has a quote. And so, like, I put that purposely there because I love that. I love quotes so much, and they get me all like, woo, and everything. So, quotes are important. I would like to have more quotes. More. Every social media that I can save things on, Pinterest and everything, it all has quote section because I see quotes and I'm like, ah, yes, I must save forever. I may never look at it again, but I must save forever. Which now, like, because I've been trying to do the same rough setup in my journal, my actual writing journal, that I'm going to be doing in the Luminary when it gets here. I've been looking at quotes even more daily, so I've been actually using them for the first time in forever. I do use quotes within my digital drawings because I like writing in Procreate a lot, so that is me. I'm going to drink another drink of coffee because coffee is life-giving. Yeah. Okay, so we're almost to the end of it. So you see I made a pocket, and I'm going to add a clock to symbolize the time. I don't know, there's no symbolism. I went with what felt right. That's all, like, all my artwork, everything I do is all, what's the word? Intentional? No. Intuitional. Intuition. I just do what feels right. And I have so many of these Timmy Holt books that I need to use them with words, so I will probably be using them in every video till the end of time. Maybe not, but you know what I mean. Okay. So we're in the last few minutes of this video. So the last question is, where do I want to travel to? If you have a specific place you want to go to, whether it's a certain building or amusement park or something, or if it's a complete town or a complete country, list it below. Tell me where you want to travel to, since we're talking about Wanderlust. I would like to go to Europe. I'm largely I like to go where my ancestors are from. That's just, like, that's my dream. I don't fly, though, so I don't know how I'm going to do it because I'm terrified of heights and the idea of flying. And, well, I'm claustrophobic. My anxiety is based in claustrophobia. If I can't get myself away from what's causing my anxiety, then that makes me have worse anxiety. So getting on a plane sounds terrible because I can't get off the plane and, like, remove myself from the situation, so it's really hard. So I have not flown in the 30 years that I've been alive. I have not even been alive 30 years. In the 28 years that I've been alive. But I would like to go to Europe because I'm British. I would love to go to Norway. Norway's great. If I ever, I don't know about, like, well, I always want to do, if I ever get married, I want to do a traditional Norwegian wedding. But if you looked at the women's dresses that they have to wear, it's ugly. They're ugly. They're just hugely ugly. Oh my God, I love it. But they have a thing called a cake table. So instead of presents, or is it instead of presents? I think it's instead of presents. Everybody brings a cake. So you don't buy a cake. Everybody just brings cake. And I love cake. And so I was like, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard of. And then Ireland, I really want to go visit Ireland. Not just because Call Me Kevin is from Ireland, because I love him with my whole heart and soul. But I am very, very Irish. Like, if my hair's not dyed, I have natural, like, red highlights in it. Like, and my skin is the whitest of the white. So, well, pretty much the whitest of the white. So I just want to go there. But I have a fear of flying, nonetheless, so maybe one day. So at the end of this video, I would really love it, or even pause it right now and pop them in. Tell me where you want to go. Where do you want to visit? I also want to go to, like, Disneyland and Disney World. I've never been to those. I've been to a small one in Coeur d'Alene, not at Disneyland, but a amusement park in Coeur d'Alene. But I've never really been, because it's just my family. We didn't really afford vacations growing up, so it never was a thing, but I think that'd be really fun. Maybe not in the summer, though, because I can't handle the heat. But I think it'd be great. So let me know below where you would like to go. I just realized as I made this another pocket. There's a secret pocket, and I just now remembered that I did it this way. Except for, like, did I already take it off? I realized, like, I did it wrong. So I had to take it off and re-put it back on, and I had to take the strip of tape off because I put it on the wrong side. And I had to add more tape. Like, yeah, this happens in your journal. This will happen. Everybody will go through this at least once. Where things, like, break. But saliva is slurping. I know it bugs people's ears, but yep. So this was Wanderlust. Now we just have one more day, which is pattern, and that one is a very, very, very short video. So I look forward to you seeing it. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you hopefully in the next video. Bye, guys. Have fun. Don't forget to comment where you want to go. Bye.